All right, so we're here at the farm, and this is my son, Peyton.
What's going on?
So Peyton is a wrangler, and he's actually getting ready to head out to Yellowstone in about 2 weeks, and he'll be working as a wrangler over at Yellowstone. So he's super excited about that. Tell us a little bit about that.
So yeah, I'm gonna go be working at Roosevelt Lodge for about 4 months, the summer season. We're gonna be taking care of 200 head of horses. We got about 20 wagon drivers and 20 actual wranglers, and it's gonna be a real good time. You know, we got a lot of wildlife out there. Haven't been to Yellowstone before myself, so that's what I'm really excited about the most. And yeah, I wish I could bring this guy with me, but he's staying here to take care of Mom.
Yeah, and it looks like you just gave him kind of a rinse off, because yesterday's temperature was 55 degrees, and today's supposed to get up to like 88.
You know,
So
mud on him, and his skin's getting real dry. He has kind of a sensitive skin thing. He's like me in that way. But yeah, so he's shedding like crazy right now, as you can imagine. And if you go back here, you can see, it's kind of hard to see after you gave him a bath, but he has all dry skin right here, and a little bit of bumps right there. And right here, under his belly, there's still a good amount of hair because it gets less sunlight. It's a little cooler down there. As you can see, his neck and his shoulder pretty much almost ready for summer. There's almost no residual winter coat left over here.
yeah.
Maybe a little bit, but I mean, if you go over to the barn, looks like I made a red carpet down there. It's so much horsehair, so much.
Crazy.
Absolutely.
So you and I were just talking a minute ago about we were talking about Ollie. He's lost vision in one of his I think it's his right eye,
Left eye.
his left eye. So is it a cataract that he's got?
Yes.
Okay. So Ollie has a cataract, and he's basically blind in one eye. And so Peyton's going to kind of give you a demonstration of what this means to a horse. So let's take a look at this.
Yeah, score. All right. So people ask me, especially on the mountain last season, when I told them they were blind, it's like, is he really? I was like, yeah, look. So he's blind in this eye, right? I don't know if you can see that cataracts with the sun, but you might be able to. Anyway, so way to test to see if he's blind, it's pretty self-explanatory. Go like that, kind of wiggle it around, zero reaction. As you can see, he doesn't even know I'm there. Wow. And then if I go like that, he starts blinking. He doesn't like that too much, does he?
No.
He's like, oh, don't smack me, I don't like that. No, I'm just testing you, buddy. Come here. Making sure he's not faking it. And again, over here, he's not blinking, he's not doing nothing. No real visual representation of him being able to see out of that eye. And
So
then
does
again
that-
over here,
Yeah, look
he
at
doesn't
that.
like that at all.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. So does that interfere with riding him or doing anything like that?
In some ways it's made it even better because he has to listen to me better. There's times where we're riding and he doesn't know what's going on the other side, especially if we're on trails that we've never been on.
Yeah.
So he has to really pay attention to what I'm asking him to do. And then other times, like when it comes to practice roping, that can be a little more challenging because he doesn't really track well, if at all. And then when I swing that rope over my head, all he sees is the shadow of that coil, and so he kind of gets a little amped up about that.
Yeah.
But aside from that, when it comes to communicating with him, it just makes him want to listen more because he kind of is dependent on me.
Interesting.
Yep.
So now, does his good eye show any like there's maybe cataracts that are developing in there?
Nope, not that I can tell.
So he looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how old is Ollie?
He's 17 this year.
Holy smoke, is he really?
Yep. Mom thought he was 17 last year, and then me and my boss were looking at his butt brand, trying to figure out what it meant, and I said, that kind of looks like an O, and then the other one looked like a 7. 2007.
All right, why don't you show us that real quick so people
Sure.
can kind of understand what a branding means. So now, do
Don't
they
follow me?
brand? So the question is, do they brand like every single horse, like thoroughbreds, like at the Kentucky Derby and all these other race horses, or is it just specifically quarter horses? There, I said it. Quarter horses. Let's see what we know, because I don't know a lot about this stuff, but Peyton knows a ton of stuff about this.
I mean, I don't really work with a lot of thoroughbreds. I have 3 at my other job, and it looks like they might have like an ankle brand, which I've never really seen before, which I don't know if that's unique to them or if that's just a thoroughbred thing for racehorses.
Okay. Let's take a look at what Ollie
But
has.
it's mostly registered quarter horses will have a brand. For example, right here, this is the breeding facility and breeding pen he came out of. And then on his butt back here, because of that hair, it's kind of hard to see. But it's a 0 and a 7 for 2007. So he was born in 2007. He has to have some kind of good biological lineage to get branded. I remember a couple years ago, the breeders found out we had him and offered us $10,000 for him, and but Mama said no. And so what Mama says, Mama gets, and I'm glad she did, because he is the best horse we have on the farm by far.
Yeah, he is awesome. So that's really interesting. So that's the year that he was born, and you got to be really careful, guys. Always be super careful. Never back up to a horse like this. Usually you want to just kind of let him know that you're standing here, and usually he's okay with that. But never sneak up behind a horse.
Rule of thumb: if you know the horse and the horse knows you very well, you can get away with it sometimes. It's kind of like playing Russian roulette with your horse. Like with Ollie, if he's gonna kick me back here, he better kill me, because he'll regret it. But no, he generally no concern. Now, if there's a horse you don't know, you're going out having fun, you go to a guest ranch and you see a horse, don't walk behind it. That's just gambling, even at another level. You don't know what that horse has been through. You don't know what triggers it has. If you go up behind it thinking, oh well, horse at home doesn't kick me when I go behind him, you're probably gonna get kicked, because it's always when you think you're not going to that you usually do.
Awesome. All right. Well, that's been this has been a quick video, just a little bit about Ollie and a little bit about what Peyton's doing. So we'll feel free to subscribe to the channel, and we'll talk soon.